welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Aarti Ahuja, your life coach, and you're watching my show Amplify with Aarti, a show which brings stories of change makers. And today we have a very special guest, Mr. Shyam. Shyam, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for making me part of this journey.
So let me take this opportunity to introduce Shyam. Shyam is running an organization called as MIST, which supports the queer community. He has also won Mr.Gay India 2020. Shyam, your story is very encouraging and very uplifting. It is my honor and privilege to host you, Shyam. A big and a warm welcome again, Shyam, to my show.
Thank you so much, Aarti, again, and thank you for being patient to make sure you get the date and get this recorded. Thank you so much for understanding.
Shyam, you have been working for this change yourself. So I want to know that how did you start this journey of starting this organization MIST?
So to put it very small line in one line, that I would not call it an organization. For me, it's like my family. It was never assumed that it will turn into an organization one day, but it started from my own journey of self-acceptance. When I wanted to be who I am and I was exploring my sexuality, I did not find help which treated like a family. Like, we didn't miss anything, but something called acceptance was missing for us from society, from family, from friends, from everyone. So when I came out, I thought I want to create a space which will be a family for everyone in the LGBTQ community. And that's why we started this. And we never, we in the sense, my friends and me all together, we're celebrating small festivals together, like Christmas, Diwali, Holi. That became a group. And through that, this organization was born, but we did not dream about it. And thank you all of you and everyone from the community to support us and bring us here.
I'm so glad, and people who know me, I have been working with an NGO which also works towards this cause, and it has been 10 years. And one humble request to all of you: just wearing this t-shirt doesn't show that you are an ally. Why do we discriminate human beings on the basis of caste, creed, color, culture, sexual preferences, orientation? Why can't we treat humans as humans and not put people into boxes? So anybody who is watching this interview, please keep your judgment aside and let's hear Shyam's story with an open mind. So Shyam, what all challenges did you face as a young boy, and how did your parents react when you told about your sexual preferences?
Sure. So that's what lots of us thinks, that we first talk to our parents about these things. No. So because of all the societal norms that were created, including like as simple as sanitary pad, we don't talk to men of our house because it's a taboo. So these taboos that were created by us made it very difficult for children to speak about things to their parents. It could be even if they are in love, if they're attracted to a girl or a boy, anyone in school, they're scared. They'll be like, what will my family think? Or the small taunts that we give to tease. For example, मेरा बेटा तो सब लड़कियों से बात करता है स्कूल में. Those tiny taunts makes it a pressure for this kid to only be with girls and not with boys. So all those things we think are jokes, but they are something that affect children while they're growing up. So the same thing didn't let me speak to my family or friends, anyone, about my sexuality. It was a struggle that I alone was struggling for a long time. Through schools, thinking it's wrong religiously, thinking it's wrong societally, thinking also scared of the jokes that people made. So there were a lot of things which didn't let me speak about my confusion that was going on. At that point, I will not call it sexual preference because it was still confusion. I didn't know if I was gay. Yeah, there was still a lot of taboo within me as well. So that helped me, not helped me actually, troubled me. It made me fight my struggle on my own. Didn't let me talk to my parents, my friends, anyone. I was lucky enough that one day I found these beautiful people through my research. I can't tell you the whole story, but yeah, I struggled a lot. I was depressed. I couldn't concentrate on studies. A lot of things happened. And these beautiful people I met due to research, where I went to a bar which was written on Google, which said queer people hang out here. And they helped me understand that I'm not alone. There are many more people like us. That changed my entire life. I would be a person who's crying whole day, or I would be a person upset whole day, sad whole day, without telling anyone. But that changed, that just to know that there are people like me and I'm not the only one. And those days there was not much shows like this, or TV didn't speak about it, or news didn't speak about it. There were no books about it. So I had very less resources. So we didn't have internet. So that's why I thought, let me make a change. I will come out and I'll talk to everyone that you're not alone. And this was the way I thought I'll do it, by creating a space which I never knew will become into an organization, and help people come together and create our own family. Even if our families abandon us, we create our own family, our own. That's the idea behind my being. And the first day, even after that, after meeting people like me, I decided it on the same moment. I didn't tell any of them, but I started going regularly to different gatherings, to pride marches in 2009, to film festivals, started volunteering there. And that's how, when even if I got an opportunity to speak to press, there were very few people who were agreeing to speak, and I spoke to the media. And that's how my family read it on a newspaper. I gave them a shock that I am queer, but please, anyone watching this, do not do that. Do not give your parents shock. Of course, you can go talk, make it much more simpler for them. But yeah, I gave my family a shock. They were shocked. They couldn't understand it in the beginning. They were like worried about everything else. Everyone are worried about family name, reputation, lots of things. So we had a lot of issues. My friends stopped talking to me, but I had already found a new family, which were so comforting. That's what was important. And I'm lucky that I found good people who showed me the right direction. And family came back to it. My mom was always okay. She was like, doesn't matter if you're happy, if you're doing good in your life, that's more than enough. Maybe she didn't understand what that concept was, what LGBT meant and things. For her, it was her kid to be good. But then there were people who always taunted or pointed things. So she would question me about what I'm doing, like phobic questions, of course. But for main thing for her was that her kid is happy. That was the main thing that she wanted. For dad and sister and other, they were very religious, like a Christian. I come from both the background, Christian and Hindu. My mom is a Hindu and dad is Christian. They had a lot of these, that it's abomination in Bible. It's like against the Bible, it's against sin. So that also created a lot of pressure on me. So right now, if someone talks to me about Bible, I will explain them that it's nowhere written homosexuality is bad in Bible. So if someone is Christian and watching this, you can connect to me separately and I will surely guide you how to interpret those chapters.
Taboo is there, but there is a lot of lack of awareness. Even if we see our temples, Khajuraho temples or Ajanta Ellora caves, or Kama Sutra was written so many years back. Homosexuality has been mentioned everywhere, but there is no acceptance to it. And people, parents especially, who are listening to me, homosexuality is not a disease. Sexual preferences or sexual orientation, for that matter, is not a disease. It is just your kid is different, and we all are different. Nobody's fingerprints also matches. We all are unique, and that's just a way of expressing yourself.
Exactly.
So my mentor tells me one thing which I really love, that sexuality is not like a slipper or footwear that you can keep outside your home and walk in. It's the way I talk, it's the way I dress up, it's the way I express myself. And it is like that. And all parents, your children can be depressed. What is more important? Your children's happiness. And this is just a preference. And please don't take your children for any medication. This is not a disease which can be fixed. So nice, Shyam. Exactly. I'm getting goosebumps by hearing to your story. So Shyam, how did you decide to... Yes, sorry.
Just to add to that, like you said, everything was already written. It's just like how are we converting it to match to our current generation, or how we want to oppose something. We're just changing the way we express it out. So we always can express it in a beautiful way which will not hurt anyone. It's not only about sexuality. Anything about these old books were just written in a very neutral way to make it happy for people. Let's use it in a happier way and not in a bad way.
True. Very true. Very true. So Shyam, how did you decide to participate in Mr. Gay India and you won the title? Tell us something about that.
Yeah, that's something interesting. I never decided to take part in Mr. Gay India. I never thought pageants were something for me. Like, I always wanted to be, maybe while I was a kid, yes, maybe I wanted to take part in all these, maybe be an actor or something. I would always tell my parents. But I didn't think it would be a part through. I'll be in a pageant ever. Especially after I got into activism, you get into so much things that are going around. Even things that happen in pageant are something that we don't like, especially activists. We don't like something. But talking about this, Mr. Gay India, I would say a lot of my friends, my partner, a lot of people, they're thinking, why don't you take part in that? Someone like you who have worked for community should take part in that, was their question. But I never felt it was needed. They forced a lot, and one day they just decided to register themselves. And when they registered, I got an email that, okay, you're through, with all the details that were put in. Okay, I was happy that I was selected. Now I was confused, which took a lot of time again too. That they just did it. I still have the right to reject it, but it made like a thing that people want to see me there and let me do that, and that pushed me into the pageant. I wouldn't have been able to do it without the members of community, allies like y'all, my partner especially, and everyone else, because I did not do much for the pageant because they helped me in everything. Like, my clothes were packed according to the day and time by my partner, so I didn't have to do anything. That inside the 3 days locked hotel, we had to do everything on our own. I had everything packed according to the time. I didn't have to think about it once again if I should change the matching clothes. He did it with time, schedule, everything was put. And for shopping of those, where my friends came in, they pulled me out. Each one took leave on one day and told, okay, I'm coming with you today, and thing. So everything was organized for me to go there very well. So plus, even after that, I didn't think I'm going to win. Like, they made sure I get everything in time, but I still didn't think I'll win. I thought I'm not this beautiful person, or I'm not like a talent person there. I did not actually win like the things that were related to beauty or body, like the sports round or the talent round or the photogenic round. These three was not something I won, but made sure I captured everything else that were related to community. That helped me win. That helped me how? First, when I was going there, like, I got so many messages and so many calls from members of community. I thought, I don't even need to go there. I won this pageant already. I don't need to win this pageant. That was the love I got from community. That's why I was more excited to be there. Whether I win or not, that was not even in my mind. So I took part in everything, like, so careless. Like, I didn't care about what was happening. And I won like a lot of rounds. The Public Choice Award was won by me. The rounds about question and answer with the panel, I won those. So they were all related to the community, the questions, what I want to do for the community. All those were the ones that made me help win the pageant, actually. So I would like to tell anyone who wants to take part, they will open it very soon. You can, but be prepared for everything. Maybe you win more awards than me and come capture everything.
I'm so proud of you, and your story is so inspiring. It's not about sexuality. We all say, I want to change this, why this is like this. But there are very few who stand up for that change. And Shyam, it makes me really look up to you, and so many of us are watching you. I would like to know your amplification mantra of success. If you have to give an advice to the youth to be successful, you are successful. So your amplification mantra of success to the youth.
My mantra to the youth is like, do not pressurize yourself to do something. I mean, everything will happen on its own. Let it happen, but that doesn't mean you be careless. Of course, you have your planned calculation. Do not worry about anything else. Do not get sad that something didn't happen. I mean, you'll be upset, but think there is something better going to come for you for sure. I'm not giving a gyan that is going to be like non-practical, but it will obviously open doors for you in future for something else. So always keep an eye open. There is something waiting for you, whether it is in your career or whether it's in your love life or whether it's in anything. I want to include that there's always something better, if not this.
So important to grab opportunity at the right time. That's what Shyam mentioned. So it's so important. Yes. Because sometimes we don't have that mindset. We are in that no mode. No, I will not do that. So just be in that yes mode and grab that opportunity. I think things will come your way. So Shyam, I've written a small game for you, and I want your community to know you a little better. So it's a rapid fire round. Are you ready?
I'm always not ready for a rapid fire round, but yes, I'm trying.
So the rule of the game is one word or one sentence.
Okay.
So let's start.
No explaining me. Fine, one
No
word or one.
explanations. No explanations. I've written few questions, so let's start. Describe Shyam in one word.
Activist.
Okay.
Always ready to fight. No explaining. Okay, fine.
Your biggest regret in life.
I don't regret anything. Really, I don't regret anything. I think everything that happened in my life had a reason today.
Your favorite food.
My favorite food is... You put me on spot. Okay, beef. Anything in beef.
Okay.
I love beef. Okay.
Okay. Success to you is dash.
Dream. Only if we dream big, we'll be successful. I'm not telling it in a negative way. Success is a dream, not that. Yeah.
Okay.
I still dream of doing like a lot. I know I've achieved a lot, but I will still dream to do a lot. So I think you always continue to dream and work towards it.
Okay. Shyam, cricket or soccer?
None. Not sports.
None. Okay.
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 None, really? Okay, give me a different option.
Okay, Federer or Nadal? It's again a sporting option.
Again, you're choosing sport. Okay. Okay, I'll still choose soccer in that case. Soccer they're hot men, but cricket are all like.
Okay. Your most memorable experience, Shyam?
My most memorable experience is what you say. This I'll have to explain. How will I tell it in a sentence? Can I?
No, you please continue. We want to listen to you.
For community members who know, they might be able to remember, especially from Bangalore. It's in one word. It's called Indian Coming Out Day. For others who don't know, it was the first event as Mist officially. We have done a lot of events. Officially, as Mist, we did this first event. And it was so memorable for us. It rained heavily, but there were people still there in the rain standing and with us. And there were hundreds of media people before we reached there. So that was like something that I can never forget. And the name for this day was given by me. I mean, we have not highlighted anywhere. We were just thinking how to keep this name. And we don't care who started using it, but that was what we aimed to, and it happened.
And Shyam, my last question to you, your inspiration in life?
I think all the activists who fought for the LGBTQ rights, I can't take one name, so like there are at least 4 to 5 names. They were not the people who just fought for LGBTQ rights. They brought everyone together, and it's so difficult doing that. I just salute to them. Their names are not even there in LGBT history. Sometimes you see people don't know who these people are, but they didn't do it for that. They don't care about those things. They are my real heroes, and they inspire me to do what I'm doing today in my daily life.
Thank you so much, Shyam. You did a braver job. I hope your community knows you better after hearing to this rapid fire.
Thank you so much.
So we had a wonderful time. I'm sure audience is going to love this interview. And Shyam, your story is really, really encouraging. And one thing which I would like to tell to the viewers before I end the interview, I always say, we have a deck of cards. The cards doesn't only have a king and a queen. You can see the different cards. So we all are different. Let's cherish each one of us and not put anybody into boxes. So that's a humble request to everyone. I will be coming with more interviews like this, more content. Do subscribe to my channel. And Shyam, once again, thank you for coming to my show.